From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
G'day folks, and welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where we dive deep into the rich tapestry of blues history. And today is November 22nd. We're exploring significant blues events that occurred on this very day throughout the years. From pioneering recordings to legendary performances, album releases, and the lives of influential artists. November 22nd has seen its share of blues history unfold across the United States, Europe, Australia, and beyond. Let's start our journey in the late 1930s. On November 22nd, 1938, an important recording session took place when trumpet player Bunny Berigan and his orchestra laid down their version of Jelly Roll Blues, a composition by the legendary Ferdinand Jelly Roll Morton. This session at Victor Studios in New York featured an impressive lineup of musicians, including Ray Conniff on trombone, Joe Bushkin on piano, and a young Buddy Rich on drums. While Berigan was primarily known as a jazz musician, this recording represents the fluid boundary that often existed between early jazz and blues forms. Moving into the 1950s, November 22, 1957 marks a significant date in jazz blues crossover history. The Miles Davis Quintet made their debut at Carnegie Hall in New York City. While Davis is primarily celebrated as a jazz innovator, his modal explorations and bluesy phrasings have deeply influenced countless blues musicians. This Carnegie Hall concert represented a pivotal moment in American music, as Davis was in the process of assembling what would become his first great quintet with John Coltrane, Red Garland, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. The early 1960s saw the emergence of folk blues revival that would eventually transform into the blues rock explosion later in the decade. On November 22nd, 1961, a young Bob Dylan recorded 6 songs for his debut album at Columbia Studios in New York. Among these tracks were several blues numbers, including See That My Grave Is Kept Clean, a powerful Blind Lemon Jefferson blues standard, Highway 51, and Freight Train Blues. While Dylan would later move beyond strict blues forms, these early recordings demonstrate his deep connection to blues traditions and helped introduce a new generation to these classic songs. Now, perhaps the most electrifying November 22nd blues event occurred in 1981 at Chicago's Checkerboard Lounge. On this night, blues legend Muddy Waters was performing when members of the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood, arrived and joined him on stage for an impromptu jam session. This classic meeting of blues royalty was captured on film and later released as Live at the Checkerboard Lounge. The footage shows Waters generously inviting Jagger to sing, while Richards and Wood trade licks with Waters' band. This summit meeting symbolised the ongoing dialogue between American blues originators and the blues musicians they inspired. November 22nd has also witnessed significant blues album releases. In 1994, ZZ Top released their compilation album, One Foot in the Blues. This collection showcased the Texas trio's deep blues roots, featuring tracks like Brown Sugar, Just Got Back from Babies, and She's Just Killing Me. The album highlighted how ZZ Top had maintained their blues connections, even as they achieved mainstream rock success in the 1980s. Now, the day hasn't been without its tragedies in music history. On November 22nd in 1997, Michael Hutchence of In Excess was found dead in his Sydney hotel room at the age of 37. While primarily known for their rock and new wave sound, In Excess incorporated blues elements in songs like New Sensation and Need You Tonight. reflecting the wide-reaching influence of blues on popular music across continents. And blues isn't just an American phenomenon, and November 22nd has seen significant blues activity around the world. In the UK and Europe, the date marks numerous blues performances and festivals over the years. Australian blues musicians like C.W. Stone King have cited this date as influential in their music development, while Canadian blues scenes from Toronto to Vancouver have featured special November 22nd showcases of local talent. What makes November 22nd particularly interesting in blues history is how it connects different eras and styles, from early classic blues recordings to jazz blues fusions, rock blues revivals, British blues explosions, and contemporary interpretations. These connections remind us that blues is not a static form, but a living tradition that continues to evolve while maintaining its emotional core. As we reflect on these November 22nd moments in blues history, we're reminded of how this powerful music form has transcended geographical boundaries, racial divisions, and generational gaps. The blues continues to speak to universal human experiences, joy and sorrow, love and loss, struggle and triumph, in a language that resonates across time. Join me tomorrow as the Blues Hotel Collective presents Blues Moments in Time. I'm Kelvin Huggins. Until then, keep the blues alive.